nth roots of unity. So what we discussed is this nth roots of unity 1 is you can write as cis 2k pi. 1 is nothing but cis 2k pi whole to the power of 1 by n. This can be written as cis 2k pi by n, where k value can be taken from 0, 1, 2, 3, so on up to n minus 1. Then what you get the roots? The roots you get as roots are now. What are the roots? Now if you substitute, then you will get. Na? So what we get is first cis 0. Cis 0 is 1, comma. Cis 2 pi by n. Then cis 4 pi by n. The next cis 6 pi by n, like this. So on up to cis 2 times n minus 1 pi by n. So this is what we discussed. But this can be written in Euler's form. This is 1. This e to the power of I 2 pi by n. And e to the power of I 4 pi by n. E to the power of I 6 pi by n. You are going to get like this. So on up to. So on up to e to the power of I 2n minus 1 pi by n. Like this. Okay, this one if you take 1, this is going to be, okay, let's take this as alpha. If I take this as alpha, I told you yesterday, this is going to be alpha square, is going to be alpha cube, and so on up to alpha power n minus 1. So therefore, what we discussed is that, so nth roots of unity, okay, nth roots of unity are in GP. We discussed nth roots of unity are in GP. Sum of nth roots of unity. What we wrote here, sum of nth roots of unity, k equal to 0 to n minus 1. K equals 0 to n minus 1 cis of 2k pi by n. This is what is 0. Sum of nth roots of unity is 0. Okay, and here, even if you take, see, alpha power n minus 1, then if you take alpha power n, what you are going to get? Alpha power n, if you take, you are going to get only 1. So therefore, here alpha power n is going to be 1. Already we discussed yesterday. So this is, we were discussing this one. So yesterday I told you this is the first point, that is nothing but what? Summation k equal to 0 to n minus 1. This is cos 2k pi by n plus I sine 2k pi by n. Okay, this is what is 0. Okay, same thing. But here, if it is 0, then you should understand, if that is 0, second point, so here, summation k equal to 0 to n minus 1, real part, that is cos 2k pi by n. This is real part is also 0, and also imaginary part, that is summation k equal to 0 to n minus 1 sine 2k pi by n. Understand, this is also 0. Okay, I am writing this is 4. Understand that. It's cos 2k pi by n is 0, I sine, this is sine 2k pi by n is also 0. So from that, what you can write is, I can write like this also, summation k equal to 0 to n minus 1. Anyway, this is 0, therefore what I can write is cos 2k pi by n minus I sine 2k pi by n. This I sine 2k pi by n, this is also 0. This is also 0. Understand this. This is also 0. You try to understand this one. What is this? Summation k equal to 0 to n minus 1. What is this? Cis of minus 2k pi by n. This is also 0. Okay, same thing we are writing again and again actually. Same thing only. So 7. What we discussed is summation k equal to 1 to n minus 1. If you take now, this is cis of 2k pi by n. So what we discussed, this is what is minus 1. Because 1 is missing, so that if you put 0, that is 1. So that 1 is not there here. So therefore, you are going to get minus 1. That's what is this. So what we discussed, 1 plus alpha square. These are the roots whole power of n minus 1 equal to 0. Now if you start with alpha, then 1 goes that side. That is -1. That -1 I wrote. Okay. All right. So also I wrote like this. Also I wrote summation k equal to 1 to n minus 1. K equal to 1 to n minus 1. I told this also I wrote. Cos 2k pi by n minus plus I sine 2k pi by n. This equal to -1, right? If I multiply with I, what I am going to get is, if I multiply with minus, yesterday I did, right? If I multiply with n minus 1, if I multiply with I, minus I, if I multiply with minus I told no, this is sine 2k pi by n. I multiplied with minus I, both sides, then minus I into I, minus I square is 1. So that's the reason I wrote here this first. Minus I cos 2k pi by n. Sometimes they will give like this. How much is this? They will ask. So this is I. Because both sides we are multiplying this with minus I. This both sides we are multiplying with minus I. This minus I into -1 is I. So like this you can write. Okay, this is the whole thing we wrote based on sum of nth roots of unity. Whole thing is based on only sum of nth roots of unity. Okay, sum of nth roots of unity. All right, so now here what I told is 1 comma alpha square so on up to alpha power n minus 1 are nth roots of unity. This is what we discussed, are nth roots of unity. Are nth roots of unity. These are nth roots of unity. So then what I can say is, and when these are nth roots of unity, alpha power n and alpha power n equal to 1. Okay, so why? Because here where alpha is what you know, where alpha is e to the power of I into 2 pi by n. Okay, alpha power n is e to the power of I 2 pi, that is 1. Okay, but here alpha power n equal to 1. Therefore, what I can do is, here I can write alpha power n minus 1 into alpha equal to 1. Alpha power n minus 1 I can write as 1 by alpha. Both are same. Right? Therefore, what I can write is here alpha power 1 I am writing as it is, 1 is as it is, alpha power n minus 1 I am writing 1 by alpha. Right? Then alpha power n minus 2 is what? 1 alpha power n minus 2. Alpha power n minus 2 is alpha power n by alpha square. Alpha power n is 1. Therefore, 1 by alpha square, like that. So, alpha power n minus 2, what I can write this alpha power n minus 2? Alpha power n minus 2, I can write as 1 by alpha square. So, 1 by alpha cube. So on up to 1 by alpha power n are also nth roots of unity, are also nth roots of unity. Please understand this point. If 1 alpha square sum up to alpha power n minus 1 are nth roots of unity, then 1 by alpha square. What is this meaning? 1 alpha is what is this, right? E to the power of alpha is this, e to the power of minus I 2 pi by n, e to the power of minus I 4 pi by n, like this. So on are also nth roots of unity. So what is the thing here? So here these are also nth roots of unity. This is same as this. Therefore, what you can say? Therefore, 1 plus 1 by alpha plus 1 by alpha square plus 1 up to 1 by alpha power n minus 1. This is also equal to 0 because these are also sum of nth roots of unity. This is also 0. That only I wrote like this. Summation k equal to 0 to n minus 1. This is 1 by alpha is in between minus is there. That is cis of minus 2k pi. That only we can write cos of 2k pi by n minus I sine 2k pi by n. This is the difference. There only in between plus is there. Here 1 by alpha means what? Cis of minus theta. Cis of minus theta. See, cis of minus theta. Okay, these all are cis of minus theta. This is cis of minus 2 pi by n, like that. Minus 2 pi by n means what? In between minus n, cos theta minus I sine theta. This is also 0. Already I wrote this. Already this we wrote. Okay. But here in this case also, this already I wrote. But in this case also, what you get is 1 by alpha plus 1 by alpha square plus 1 by alpha cube plus so on up to 1 by alpha power n minus 1. This is also equal to minus 1. That means summation k equal to 1 to n minus 1. This is cos 2k pi by n minus I sin 2k pi by n, same thing, 2k pi by n. In between plus is there or minus is there, you are going to get only minus. Please understand, in between. But here, if I multiply with I, what you're going to get? K equal to 1 to n minus 1. Here, cos of, if I multiply with I, if I multiply with I, what you're going to get is sine of 2k pi by n plus I cos 2k pi by n is going to be, I multiplied with the I, understand, this is going to minus I. So previous one, if you see previous one, already we discussed this one. See, sine 2k pi by n minus I cos 2k pi by n is I. Okay, minus I means here also, here plus I, right? Minus I in between. Here see, cos 2k pi minus I sin 2k pi is not this one. See, minus, here you're getting minus. Okay, this is, what is the thing here? Okay. Okay. All right. So here in this case also, you can equate real part and imaginary part. Actually, so many things are there. If you can equate here also real part and imaginary part, this is real part, which is here also. Real part is what, imaginary part is what. So real part is minus 1, imaginary part is, you get 0 here. So 0 is that. That is understood. If you want, you can write that also. You can, how much ever results you get. Just I showed some of the results, but actually you get many results from. So till now, what we did is sum of nth roots of unity is what we did. Now, next, sum of pth powers of nth roots of unity. Okay, sum of, this is there in your textbook. Sum of pth powers of nth roots of unity. Sum of peak powers of nth roots of, what is that? 1 power p plus alpha power p plus alpha square power p plus alpha cube power p whole power p. I am writing pth powers of nth roots of unity. I am taking pth powers. Alpha power n minus 1 whole power p, like this. Okay, this is what? This is also 0. But here, of course, two, depending on the thing, we have two results. One is, if at all p is multiple of n. If p is multiple of n, nk, that means multiple of n, nk. K is any integer. Okay, multiple of k, where k is integer, then it's going to be n. It's going to be n. If it is 0, if p is not multiple of k, multiple of n, it's not multiple of n. Why? Because here, if at all you write this, now you are going to get 1 power p plus alpha power p plus alpha square power p, that I can write alpha power p whole square plus alpha power p whole cube plus like this, so on up to alpha power p whole power n minus 1. This is also again gp. This is also again gp. gp with common ratio alpha power p. So a into r to the power of alpha power p. Okay. N minus 1 by alpha power p minus 1. But here this is alpha power p whole power n minus 1. So this is going to be 0. 0. Okay. Condition is here alpha power p is there. P is not multiple of nk. If it is multiple of n, then denominator also going to be 0. Please understand, if it is multiple of n, okay, p is multiple of n. Here nk, if you put now p equal to nk, then what happens? alpha power p minus 1 is going to be alpha power nk minus 1 is going to be alpha power n whole power k minus 1 going to 1 minus 1 0. Denominator becomes 0. This is denominator. This denominator becomes 0. Understand? Therefore, p is not equal to nk. So the first condition, if p is not multiple of n, then it is 0. Second condition, if at all p is multiple of n, then what happens if p is multiple of n? If p equal to nk, then what's going to happen here? 1. So already I told now p equal to nk. So this alpha power nk, alpha power n is 1, whole power k, alpha power n. So alpha power p, already we discussed, alpha power p is going to be 1. Alpha power p is going to be 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. N ones equal to n. So hope you understand this one. All right. So, okay, let's go to next one. Okay, this is some of pth powers of nth roots of unity is what we discussed. Okay, here also what we can write here. Here actually alpha power p, pth powers we are taking. So that pth powers you can understand, you can write if you want, you can write alpha power p. You can write if you want, this one can be written like this, summation k equal to 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n minus 1. This is of 2k pi by n whole to the power of p. Power p only, na? Whole to the power of p. Whole to the power of p is what? Very clearly you can understand this is p will come here. P will come here. P will come here. Okay. Okay, just I'll give an example. Okay, let's take an example. Summation k equal to 0 to 15. Here cis of, this is 2, oh sorry, this is just a minute, okay, 12 k pi by n, 12 k pi by n equal to what? So if you see now, this 2k pi, it's supposed to be 2k pi. Here this is equal to what is the question now? Yeah, oh, sorry, this is n is this n is 16. Equal to what is the question? So here actually this one, no, you can write like the summation k equal to 0 to 15. This is cis of, this is 2k pi. This is supposed to be 2k pi. So 2k pi, this has to be 2k pi. So 2k pi power by 16, one thing, and another thing is whole to the power of 6. Because this 6 is here, this 6 we can write power. So this is the 6th power of nth roots of unity. So that's going to be again 0. So like that, these questions will be like this. Okay, so this is one. Another thing, okay, let's go to next one. Is that okay? Here, what is given? If 1 comma alpha square comma so on up to alpha power n minus 1 or nth roots of unity, then what you can say is these are nth roots of unity. Na? So that means x to the power of n minus 1 can be written as x power n. See, because x power n, x equal to nth roots of 1 I am writing. So that means x power n equal to 1. Na? So here these are nth roots of unity. That means x power n minus 1 can be written as, understand, x minus 1 into x minus alpha into x minus alpha square into so on up to x minus alpha power n minus 1. This is factorization. This is factorization. Understand? These are factors, these are roots, na, x power n. So this is nothing but x power n minus 1 equal to 0. What are the roots of x power n minus 1 equal to 0? X power n minus 1 equal to 0. That only nth roots of unity. This is same as this. That is 1 alpha square or nth roots of unity means they are roots per x power n minus 1 equal to 0. So therefore x power n minus 1 I can write like this because For example, x square equal to 4 is there, x equal to, plus or minus 2. Therefore, this can be written as x square minus 4 can be written as x minus 2 into x plus 2. Similarly, here these are nth roots of unity. Therefore, I can write x power n minus 1 as x minus 1. These are roots. These are roots. Therefore, I can write x minus 1, x minus alpha square, so on up to x minus alpha power n minus 1. You can write like this. This is number 1 point. It's point number 1. Okay, all right. So this is going to be x minus alpha into x minus alpha square into so on up to x minus alpha power n minus 1 can be written as x power n minus 1 by x minus 1. Okay, this is second result. You can consider second result, third result. X minus alpha into x minus alpha square into so on up to x minus alpha power n minus 1. Now this is GP. This GP can write 1 plus x square plus so on up to x power n minus 1. Please understand this is GP. If you write this one, you will get this one only. Already we wrote that one. Here, yesterday we did this one. Yeah. Here also. Yeah, here it's there anyway. Here it is there anyway. No? Yeah, here only it's there. Yeah. A into r to the power of n minus 1 by r minus 1, like that only. Okay, here also same thing like that one. Here, this one, no, GP. This is GP. If you write, no, this one only you will get. A is 1, R is x, r to the power of n minus 1 by r minus 1. This you can write like this, third. Well, this is third result. Why am I writing like this? Because sometimes they will ask you like this. If this is 1 alpha square son up to alpha power n minus 1 are nth roots of unity, then question, they will ask question like this. Then 1 minus alpha into 1 minus alpha square into, they will ask like this. So on up to 1 minus alpha power n minus 1 is what? This is 0. X equal to 1 you put. Question number 1. Question number 2. 2 minus alpha into 2 minus alpha square into so on up to 2 minus alpha power n minus 1 equal to what? You know. 2 power n minus 1 by 2 minus 1. Like that. So like that only 3. They may ask 3 also, they make it 3 minus alpha into 3 minus alpha square into so on. They will ask like this, 3 minus alpha power n minus 1 equal to what? 3 power n minus 1 by 2. Like this they will ask. And here we can substitute omega, you can substitute I, you can substitute x in the place of x, you can substitute many. Okay. Sorry, this is, I'm sorry, this is no 0 by 0 you get. 1 if you substitute 0 by 0. Therefore, 1 you should not substitute here because 0 by 0 you are getting. So therefore, as x tends to 0 here, this tends to n. So therefore, this is not 0, this is n. Sorry, this is n. Why it's n? Here you have to substitute 1 minus alpha, 1 minus alpha square. So on up to, this is going to be 1 plus 1 plus 1 like this. This one. Okay. All right. So the next, I am applying log. If I apply log, what happens? You see, fourth result. Okay, examples I give. I am taking fourth result. Applying log. Okay. If I apply log, what will happen? Because sometimes you apply log, na? Here already x minus 1 into x minus alpha into so on up to x minus alpha power n minus 1 equal to, already we wrote this as, this one as alpha power n minus, x power n minus 1. X power n minus 1 you can write like this. If I apply log of x minus 1 plus log of x minus alpha, log a, b, c, log a plus log b, like that. X minus alpha square plus 1 up to log of x minus alpha power n minus 1 equal to log x power n minus 1. Why am I applying log? If you differentiate, now differentiate on both sides. Differentiate on both sides, what you are going to get? You get a result x minus 1 plus 1 by x minus alpha plus 1 by x minus alpha square like this plus 1 up to plus 1 by x minus alpha power n minus 1 equal to here 1 by x to the power of 1 by x power n minus 1 into x power n ka n into x to the power of n into x power n minus 1. This is the result. This is one another result. Result 4. Why? Because here they will ask, they will substitute x equal, they will put 2. If you put x equal to 2, you are going to get like this. 1 plus 1 by 2 minus alpha plus 1 by 2 minus alpha square plus so on up to when this question is asked. When this question is asked, you should understand x is substituted as 2. So here n into 2 to the power of n minus 1 by 2 power n minus 1. So this is the answer for this. Okay, if you put then what about if you put x equal to 1? If you put x equal to 1, what happens? If you put x equal to 1, if you here put, you can put x equal to 2, I put here, you can put x equal to 3 also, 4 also, 5 also. So here the question is, see here, x equal to 1 means in this you cannot substitute x equal to 1. Yeah, in the second you cannot substitute x equal to 1. X equal to 1 means you have to substitute in 3. X equal to 1 means you have to substitute in 3. X equal to 1 means you have to substitute in